everyone. Good morning or good afternoon. My name is Dominic Phillips, and thanks for joining us with virtual photo walks. We're here today just outside of Lyons, Colorado, and we are at the Greenwood Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. It's a very special day. I'm very excited about our little walk, and normally we do some great little scenic walks, and I try to give you some information along the way. But today we're actually going to be walking along with some of the experts and some of the other volunteers here that help to save a whole bunch of animals every year, as well as they also have a whole bunch of information programs and resources on their website, and we'll get to that as we walk through. But let's go inside and meet some people, and then they're taking some time out of their day to give us all a walk around. So thanks again for joining us, and if you have any questions or anything along the way, just let us know or chat on YouTube or in the event, and we'll see you there too. The funds to build this, and it kind of built off of this place, like a lot of nonprofits. John just started out with someone with a good idea, trying to help out, and I think it was back in the late 80s. There was a single person who said, I think it was a rabbit or a fox that got hit on the road, and they decided to take care of it. And here we are, a couple decades later, and they help to save about 2,000 different little creatures every single year. So let's go on inside and meet some people. Now, again, we're here for you guys. So any questions or comments you guys have, feel free to let us know, and we'll try to get to that. There are going to be some quiet rooms that we get to inside. And we have Linda and Jenny who are here today, and they, along with a number of the other volunteers, are going to help us out and bring us through the facility today. Hey there, Linda. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Doing well. So, actually, I'll come up. Got to fix my hair here.
Oh, me. Are we on camera yet?
We are on camera. This is it. We have Buffalo. We are live, John says. So John, Linda, and Jenny, and they're going to be helping us, take us throughout the facility here, answer some of our questions, and we're just going to enjoy the day here and see some critters that they're helping to make better.
That's what we do.
Excellent. Rock on. So this is the, when people come in, with any sort of injured animals or any sort of intake, this is the front desk that they see, and this is about where most of the people have to stop their tour. Again, they've really made some special allowances for us here today. I do have DVDs and informational videos that you can find via the website link. So you can see, look at that. So this is just video of some of the work that they do throughout the year. And again, they provide services, thanks to help from the community, and volunteers and donations. They provide services that help over 2,300, over 2,000 animals on average per year. So you can watch that video via their website, but we are going to take a little bit of a walk and get a little bit of description on what goes through behind the scenes here.
All right, let's go. And then it's also mammal ICU. So the only mammals that would stay in here are those that need more intensive treatment. This is a squirrel that was over behind you. It was actually stuck in a shingle at a Taco Bell or a Del Taco. So it's needing medication for infection, so it's getting antibiotics, it's getting pain medication. So it's a young squirrel, but instead of going right to the nursery or going outside, it'll stay in here where staff will give it more intensive treatment. So you can see this feeding car here. This is where our volunteers know when to feed animals. So this guy still needs feedings because he's young 4 times a day, and his next feeding will be at 2 p.m. So when the next round of volunteers come in, they'll know that this guy needs to be fed at 2, and then they'll change that to 6 or 7 at night or whatever. So right now, Greenwood has staff and volunteers here from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. or later.
Wow.
And this guy is resting, so
yeah,
you'll get to see more animals later. But
yeah, some of these guys, again, they're recuperating and recovering, so a lot of them are going to hopefully be having some nice nap time here. But again, little baby squirrel, and then as we go through, I'll try to take some photos. And again, you guys can all find these on the website later.
I don't know if you
Those are really lively, for sure.
So we do provide these little hammocks for them that are like nests, and we do provide a nest box that he can hide in and be more comfortable, so he's not feeling threatened by all the humans around.
A hammock and a nest. I think if all of us could be that lucky. Sometimes that's all you need. And a little TLC. Great facility. So when was this facility built? This was a new...
About 5 years ago, January.
5 years ago.
But Greenwood's been around for 32 years. We discovered this building about 5 years ago.
Excellent.
Started in a closet. I mean, Society of Boulder Valley, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the story outside, but you know, it's amazing, you know, how a little bit of a good deed and then a couple decades later and doing good deeds. So I don't know if you know, oh, this is a great quilt. Even though we're here to see the animals, I want to show some of the animal themes.
Our founder's wife made that quilt, actually.
Oh, excellent. So this was made by Nancy, the founder's wife. Again, all sorts of little ducks and birds and such. Oh my goodness, they have snuggle pets, guys.
Yes, we use them for our babies.
So they have a heartbeat.
They have a heartbeat. They're lovely. So we put them in with our orphan babies.
They're pseudo mothers, basically.
So if you guys heard that, these stuffed animals, they have a heartbeat. Absolutely, yeah. So when the baby animals come here, this is like a nurturing, you know, a nurturing effect for them there. A little heart in a bag here.
Well, we're going to go into bird intake, so all the birds come in here, and also our ICU birds are in here. So again, those are the animals that can't just go to the nursery to be fed. They need medication, they need bathing. This little magpie was brought in from one of our overnight emergency vets this morning. Actually, people can leave animals there overnight, and then Jenny or myself pick them up in the morning. And Jenny picked up this magpie today that looked like it might have been attacked by other magpies,
oh, no.
but we're not 100% sure. Yeah.
Baby magpie.
So right now he's getting some water so he can stay hydrated. So he's getting cat food here for his meal.
Bird cat food.
Oh yeah, now you don't feed birds cat food. Birds have a lot of varied diets, species to species. But I will tell you, these guys love my house because we have a lot of big dogs that we give bones. And then as soon as the dogs clear out, these adult magpies come in and they love it.
You're mountain birds.
Oh yeah. And these guys have been fighting with the Clark's nutcrackers that have come down the hill a little bit. There's been some issues at the feeder every once in a while. So again, this is the whole waterfowl bird intake room. And we want to thank Amanda for helping us out here too. And so these shelves behind us too are where some of the other residents will. This is a barn swallow that just got a bath.
He was stuck in a glue trap before I got back.
Oh, he was stuck in a glue trap. So I don't think you'll be able to make him out in between there. But, oh, he's all the way up there. He is. So again, got stuck in a glue trap. So don't use glue traps. You could adopt probably a wonderful cat from the Humane Society. Or hang up something shiny.
So now we're going to go into the bird nursery. These are almost all these animals just need feeding. And some of them as frequently as every 30 minutes, Amanda? Yeah. Every 30 minutes, as their parents would do, but that's only from dawn until dusk. So unlike mammals who are fed 24/7, birds are only fed during the daylight hours.
No. This is mainly for feeding. Give me a second, I'm going to bring the tripod down. So when you're looking here, there's going to be a little bird's nest that is owned by the volunteers. So one volunteer. A worm, kibble, and formula mix. These little robins.
A robin and a blue jay. You see that every 30 minutes. But again, there's two that's on every 30 minutes and 45 minutes.
So these guys get fed every 30 minutes. So baby birds got to keep their metabolism going here. And this is a baby robin and a blue jay. 5 to 7 volunteers in this room alone just to keep up on feeding all of these baby birds. So like this one, we say gets fed every half hour. You can imagine every bird needing to be fed every half hour.
They're being fed a little older, so they just get fed in there.
Once an hour now for these guys. So they're a little bit older. And since they're a little bit more mobile, they get fed right in their cage. We have a worm room too.
These are sparrows.
These are sparrows in
So you
here.
can see the different size cages as the birds grow up. They start in the tiny bins and they move to a bigger bin and then to an actual bird cage. So these are the only squirrels that are left inside. Everyone else has moved to the outside and or has been released back into the wild. There's another one up in the hammock if you see him. So these guys are still inside because they're getting medication twice a day for a intestinal infection.
Oh, so they're having some tummy issues here. And again, for all the volunteers, each animal has, information card with, food or adding special meds and stuff. But as you can see, these guys,
They're ready for lunch.
ready for lunch, I think.
That's good and clear now.
Now, when
Thank
these
the
guys
squirrels
go
for holding
outside,
stand.
and we'll be put in with other squirrels, and they'll be in a much bigger, what we call a squirrel condo. It's a really big enclosure, which we'll show you in a bit.
Oh.
And then we have as little human contact as possible with them. They actually start to wild up just naturally on their own, but the other thing is now they're still being hand-fed medication, so we have to make them wild enough so they can be released.
So that's good advice to all you guys out there. If you have a friendly neighborhood squirrel, let them stay wild. We know too many people that hand feed the healthy ones. So let's save that for the ones that need some recuperation. And again, once these guys are better, they'll be moving out to a larger squirrel condo that we'll take a look at here when we get outside.
Now we're going to go into the waterfowl room. And we have around 28 baby ducks.
Baby ducks. If I can get down there. So the volunteers that are in here working with the waterfowl have to be specially trained because waterfowl can imprint very easily. And again, the entire mission here is to try and get everything safely released back out into the wild. So special training, people. More special training. We have a little baby fox back here.
Oh, he's pretty tiny. He doesn't look too happy about this.
No, what did the fox say? Cute.
Do they ever have rabies with foxes?
Well, actually, that room they describe as a rabies vector room. So really, this whole area here, there are a lot of animals that might have rabies. So that's why they're very careful and they follow safe medical practices. And it's not really very common, but it is still something that you have to watch out for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. And so they do actually vaccinate the animals too. So as they come in here, they get a lot of extra medical attention.
Now we're going to the raccoon room. We have about 30 baby raccoons.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to just dive cute here. We have baby raccoons. And these also, again, in the rabies vector area.
This is Bob, one of our licensed rehabilitators, and Rhonda, another one of them.
Hey, Bob. Hey, I'm Dominic. We're with Virtual Photowalks. We have people here watching live from across the nation. So we have some.
We had a baby raccoon that we raised when we were kids here.
Oh, this is Boo.
We should probably say we can talk in here because you guys actually thrive better with a little bit of coochie-coo and stuff when they're younger, and they naturally learn to eat it when
It's a good
they get
show.
older, so we don't have to worry about them.
Excellent. I've heard that about raccoons, that they're cute and lovable until they turn to juveniles, and then they're juveniles.
Yeah.
That's when you got to let them go.
So these guys won't be released until September,
August, these guys will be released, and if we can, we're gonna.
When it was about that size, it used to sit on my mother's shoulder when she was making breakfast.
Oh. John was saying they took care of a little orphan woman when it was young, way back, and same thing. Once it grows up, then they're gone. And so we have the little baby being fed here, but also behind us. come off of the tripod here for a second and get some of the lower shots. So again, they were saying that these guys thrive when they're young with little attention and some playing, and are okay with noise because naturally, as they turn into teenagers, they develop attitudes and want nothing to do with us.
This is the shot every photographer wants. There's 3 or 4 raccoons with their heads stuck out through a hole in the tree, right?
Exactly. Yeah. No, exactly. Sometimes, yes, babies just need a little help. Again, so many little baby raccoons finding the help they need here to get back out into the wild. All right. Thank you guys very much for your time. Thank you. So yeah, this is the raccoons, and not only did they just come out here, but they have enrichment activities, as you heard. So.
Who would have thought?
I know. I want to come here and have some day camp with the raccoons.
So these guys are almost ready for release. You can see they're a little wilder than the ones we saw inside, which is part of our job.
So we are at these squirrel cages again.
Mash, and then we actually hide nuts and things down there so that they're learning to forage instead of just expecting a handout every day.
Oh. So if you guys heard that again, we have a little bit more of a natural base. So there's going to be pine cones and nuts and things hidden. So they learn, they just continue to learn how to be a squirrel.
Tell you about Pandora.
Oh, excellent. So Jenny's telling us about Pandora here.
Pandora actually, in the middle of the winter, animal control rescued Pandora from a family in a suburb here who was raising her in a box that was about the size of Pandora. So it was way too small. She wasn't waterproof. Couldn't float. Didn't think she'd ever even seen another goose before. So it was a pretty desperate case when she came here. But we've been able to rehabilitate her. She's been spending a lot of time with other geese, so she knows how to be a goose. She can float, and she looks a lot better than she did when she came in. She's all full, got all her feathers in, and she's going to be released tomorrow.
Oh, well, that is a great story. So yeah, so Pandora here is getting released tomorrow. So Apple, there we go. And part of the process with her is again getting her to lose that imprint that people. I think the description you had before was that she almost pretty much thought she was a person, right?
Yeah,
like she didn't know she was a goose. Yeah.
The people who had her before were feeding her a diet that wasn't appropriate, so they were giving her salad with salad dressing.
Oh, yes.
But,
couple of doves up there. And again, these are the outside kind of flight rooms where they get to be in a little bit more of a natural location and get back some of their strengths and oh, that is nice. So yes, from making their own food to taking care of everyone. Maybe we'll pop out to the front desk here, John, and then maybe do a wave and sign off and thank Greenwood staff here for letting us walk through.
Have them mention how people can donate so that you can close it out with a hard sell.
Oh yes. So and speaking of John,
there you go.
We were just talking about that, and we'll have the Greenwood information up on this event, and we'll put that on the YouTube site. So if you want to again check out any of their stories, find any information, donations are always appreciated. If you're not local and you can't, spare time or sometimes items that are on the need list, sometimes you can help from a distance in other ways.
That's right. That's great.
So we want to thank Linda and Jenny again for giving us our guided tour here through Greenwood. Thanks for everyone for joining us. And again, join us next time with virtual photo walks, and we'll take you around and get you out throughout the day again.
Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 Thank you.